What if I told you there is an abandoned mental hospital in Washington where the wrongfully committed still stalk the halls, and their victims are buried in mass graves nearby? Deep in rural Washington lies the former Northern State Mental Hospital, built in 1912. It was once a sprawling, self-contained town with farms, a bakery, and even sports teams, but beneath the promise of healing was something far more sinister. Patients, many institutionalized unjustly, were subjected to brutal treatments, electroshock, forced sterilizations, lobotomies. This place was not a sanctuary. It was a prison for the broken. At its peak, Northern State was not just a hospital. It was a small city. It housed over 2,000 patients at once and employed hundreds of staff. But behind the illusion of progress was cruelty. Many who ended up here were not dangerous at all. They included immigrants who could not speak English, women labelled as hysterical, or people with disabilities whose families abandoned them. Once inside, escape was nearly impossible. By the 1970s, government funding dried up and the hospital shut its doors. Over the decades, most buildings were torn down or repurposed, but much of the site remains abandoned and off-limits. You can still set eyes on the crumbling dormitories, overgrown gardens and crumbling halls that once housed thousands. Visitors and ghost hunters who have snuck inside tell tales that are hard to shake. Disembodied voices, moans and screams echo down the corridors. Shadowy figures dart past windows or appear at the end of hallways. Perhaps most chillingly, a young girl with a red ball, seen running or crouching in hospital wings or near the cemetery, sometimes joined by a silent man chasing her. Behind the hospital lies its cemetery, a graveyard for those who never left. At least 1,500 people were buried there with only initials or numbers on their stones. No families claimed them. Many were patients ostracized for being undesirable. Beneath that swampy soil, the whispers of forgotten souls still linger. Northern State Mental Hospital sits in silence, its history buried but not forgotten. So tell me, if you unearthed the truth beneath these haunted halls, would you listen? Or would you walk away forever? Follow for more.